have visitors from Georgia and Florida. And hey Hope Nation, this is Friend in Your Pocket Conversations with you, Hope Nation. And welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So like I was saying, we have visitors from Florida and Georgia. They are from New York and New Jersey, but they have since migrated and left us. However, they're here visiting, and we have Princess Tyler, we have the mayor of Hope Nation herself, and the deputy mayor, Dee Dee of Hope Nation, and their mama, Alexis. Not Tyler's mama, but the mayor and the deputy mayor's mama. Princess Tyler's mama is back in Georgia. Y'all wave to our friends and family back home, wherever y'all left them at. And this is like Friend in Your Pocket. Those are the mini-me's. So we're always representing for every age bracket on the show. So they want to come on. It is Wednesday, so we having them on. So how y'all feeling, girls?
Good.
How you feeling, Tyler? Good. Don't look at me. Do your tutorial. She's a tutorial girl on YouTube. Tell them your YouTube page.
My YouTube is Tyler.
You gotta talk up. They gotta hear you.
My YouTube is Tyler Wheeler.
Tyler, T-A-I-L-A-H, Wheeler. Look her up. She gives fabulous tutorials. London and Damaris, how y'all feeling?
Good.
How's y'all visit been so far?
Good.
Great. We like to hear that. So we're gonna just dive right on in. Happy birthday! Happy birthday! If you're my friend on Facebook, you already know that July is chock full of birthdays. And tomorrow, well, over the past weekend we celebrated my dad and her grandma Hamida. Check her business out, Hamida's All Body Soul. Body Shop. I don't know where to get the oil from. Body Shop, downtown Newark.
Yes, on Branford Place.
On Branford Place. Check her out. She has all the oils, all the Muslim stuff. And if you don't want to go down to Brooklyn and you're in Jersey, that's where you go. One-stop shopping. She got everything. Wrap yourself up with oil, toothpaste, all that. Lemonade. So yeah. So happy birthday to Hamida and Country. And then also happy birthday. Where's he at? Where's the birthday boy? His birthday's tomorrow! He's gonna be a big 2-5. Oh my, and he's my baby. I'm a 25-year-old mama. Wow. Yeah, so at this time, 25 years ago, I was in active labor. Yes, I was. 5 days of labor. How many days? How many days of labor was I in for you?
You said 5. Oh, 3 days.
Did you know that? No, it was 5. 3.
So I thought I was in labor long for you.
Yeah. 5 days, and I still had to get a C-section. Go figure.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, you want a C-section?
No.
And then after Moose, we have, who comes first? We have an anniversary coming up. It will be 4 years since our grandma Ruth has went on to heaven on July 14th. And then on the 17th, we have Rashad's birthday. Hey! He's going to be 55. And then we have on the 18th, it's going to be Sierra's birthday, right? Cheyenne. I always mix them up. On the 18th, my other niece's birthday. Then on the 19th, it's going to be Karan's birthday, my other nephew. And then the Queen Bee's up next on 24th. But we'll do a podcast or two before her birthday. It's going to be her birthday.
Taylor.
I thought it was somebody else. No, it's actually 2 birthdays I'm missing. So on the 20th of July, we have my niece Taylor. She'll be 2. And then we have Madison, and she'll be 1. They're born exactly 1 year apart. So July is super busy for us, just like May is. So I want to shout out all my cancers. I love you all, and we're gonna keep the celebration going. And you were talking about August House Theater. Did you do the research?
Oh yeah, so I'm getting confused. He lost his ability to walk.
Yes, we can't hear.
He lost his ability to walk over the weekend, I believe.
So is he not walking at all?
He's hospitalized. So
is he walking?
I don't know. They didn't say. They just said, that he felt like he woke up one morning, wasn't able to walk, so he went to the hospital and they're like running tests to see what
He fell?
fell in 2014. Passed out, and then I guess
You have
sometime over the
serious-
weekend woke up and couldn't walk.
Oh, wow. So August Alsina, as you know, like she said, in 2014, he's been suffering with a lot of different autoimmune issues. They unspecified. They haven't really said. I know back in the past he suffers with kidney disease or liver disease. Kidney, right?
Yeah.
Kidney or liver, one of those organs. And he also has the same eye condition I have, which is keratoconus. And now he's, she was actually at the concert where he fell out in New York.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, that was scary. And ever since then, he's had his fair share of health issues. So we're just praying. But and the funny thing about autoimmune diseases is that stress brings them on. So whether it's alopecia or vitiligo or lupus or any of these diseases, they really don't fully understand them scientifically, but they affect your organs in different ways. So shout out to August Alsina, get better. Maybe he has a lot of stress in his life. I don't know. He seems like a very stressful person. Someone's biting me, right? I felt it. And I put the lavender oil on. Go figure. So we want to just send our prayers and our strength to him. Also, ASAP Rocky, a friend to the family, his mom, and she ain't, knows his sister. So it's a close situation where, when you hear about celebrities getting jailed and stuff like that, it just seems like something far-fetched. But when it hits a little closer to home, it's like, wow, what's going on here? So now he uploaded a video about 2 weeks ago. Well, it was like a week ago I saw it, and it was showing that two men were following him and his entourage down some streets in Sweden. I didn't know where it was at first until I heard that he was locked up. And he was begging and pleading with these two guys to stop following them before they got hurt. And one of them apparently had threw his headphones at the security's face, and people wanted his headphones back after he had threw them. Like, really crazy. They looked really deranged. They looked like they were on something, and they wanted to know who he was. And since he refused to tell them who he was, they proceeded to follow. They got help. They spoke to people who spoke the language to tell them to stop following them, and they did. A melee ensued, and he was jailed. I don't know if was anybody else put in jail besides him.
It was two other people. I don't know their names.
Okay, but two other people are still in jail.
I don't know, but I know they was locked up. So,
Okay. So
I spoke to Asia, the little sister, today, just asking her like what was going on. She was like, she really don't know because they're not allowed to talk to him. Only the lawyer to talk to him. But she said that he's in good spirits. Hopefully he can get out by next week.
yeah,
They're supposed to hold him for 2 weeks.
pending investigation, they're allowed to hold you for 2 weeks. I guess because he's a flight risk. He's not from there. I don't know how that goes, but they're saying that they're violating. The lawyer's saying one thing, that he's okay, and other sources are saying that he doesn't have access to food, so he's eating like an apple. Bless you, an apple a day. See, that must be the truth. Yeah, the conditions are deplorable, and people don't really like Americans right now. So if you get in trouble abroad, you're gonna get punished for what America is doing to other people.
Right.
So I see that what's the guy with the thing on his Tyler, the creator, said he's never ever going back to Sweden. So they have a hashtag called Justice for Rocky.
What happened to him in Sweden?
He's because of ASAP Rocky. He said
okay.
he won't ever go back there. And Change.org, he has over 500,000 signatures. I don't know if that's gonna help, but people are definitely aware of what's going on, and his American rights are being violated. Because when you go to different countries, and America has all these treaties with all these different countries, it's a certain way that they have to handle Americans in other countries, and they're saying that they're violating those things. So shout out to Rini, his mom, and Asia, his sister, and just know that we're praying for Rocky, and hopefully he gets out and he's safe and sound back at home. So, you know, jail is no fun abroad at all. It's no fun ever, but you never want to be locked up abroad because it's that language barrier, it's a cultural difference, and anything can happen to you. So I know this, even though they say he's in good spirits, I know this is a scary time for him. And an eye-opening time. And I think that out of all of this, right? His creativity and the things that he's doing, he's gonna just get bigger and bigger. So shout out to ASAP. What else? So the Lion King. I just, you know. Yeah. Oh, let's get all controversy out the way. Well, this is gonna be a controversial show. Just a little bit. Chloe and Haley, Beyonce's proteges. They are signed to her Park West label. They've been under her tutelage for about 7 to 8 years. They write a lot of songs for her. They're on Grownish. They're super uber talented. Hallie has been chosen to be Ariel. In what movie?
The Little Mermaid.
The Little Mermaid. And since she's black, someone decided to create a hashtag called Not My Ariel.
It's so popular.
Right. So now they don't want
Yeah, I like it.
they don't want a black Little Mermaid, even though Little Mermaid is a fake person, a fake fake. It could be anybody. And like I was telling Andre the other night, well, Disney did put out a great statement and answer and rebuke to the backlash. And one of the songs in Little Mermaid is Poor Unfortunate Souls. And basically they addressed it to the poor unfortunate souls who don't want to see a black Little Mermaid. And basically it's like, get over it. It's happening. It's not going to stop. It's Beyonce. Are you kidding me? She's Nyla in The Lion King. She has a deal with Disney, right? It's safe to say that with the rollout of all this black girl matching and black boy joy, because Donald Glover is Simba, I believe, in The Lion King, that they know they have to start including black faces in Disney. Ariel was 30 years ago. Now, or 25, one of those big numbers. It's very old at this point. And so now we're moving forward. So, so Hallie, a lot, it was very, I guess she was upset. She did post a picture of the black Little Mermaid, and now I guess that was her protest. It was really cute. Did you see it?
No.
Yeah, it's cute. And actually, like, we saw that guy, this illustrator, did it for his friend's girlfriend a couple of years ago, and she found it online and posted it on her page. So it was pretty cool. So shout out to all of them. Hallie, you're gonna do great. She actually, it's gonna sound a little weird, but right.
Yeah, she do.
Okay, you know,
that,
she has Disney is no fool. They didn't pick an Ariel with big lips or a big nose. They picked an Ariel who has very specific features that are European friendly. I'll just say it like that. Her sister has more ethnic, oversized features than she does. And so they picked the sister with the smaller, narrower nose, a smaller face, smaller. She's even smaller in stature. So they didn't do that. Disney is Disney ain't slick either.
They said that she's the first time in doing these things that they're using her voice instead of using somebody else.
Yeah, her voice is angelic.
So they said she was well rounded for the part.
She was.
They like, we're going to give you something, but not all the way.
Yeah. So if you looking to get a big butt Ariel, that ain't happening yet. Big nose, big lip Ariel, that ain't happening. So I think, what are they mad for? Because she has dreadlocks.
They were thinking of making them red or something for dreadlocks.
No, they should leave them. And give her a red, black, and green mermaid tail. I'm just joking, just kidding. But I'm happy that we are moving in the right direction, but it's always something. So shout out to them. And back to the Lion King. I want to see it.
I think I want to see it too.
I want to see it. And he actually saw the Lion King on Broadway. Did you ever see that with the storefront?
I was looking at this girl named Ariel. She kind of looked like that.
A white black person, right?
I like the fish.
Oh, stop. I like her.
No, I never seen
No. Okay, so you saw the Lion King on Broadway.
I did, but I don't remember.
What?
I don't remember.
Anyway.
I remember the.
They took y'all to go see that club?
Yeah.
What?
They took y'all to go see Lion King on Broadway?
It wasn't out when I was in store.
Yeah.
But him and Jay, they definitely went. With men's mentor.
I don't know about that. I don't think that.
Y'all went to Lion King.
Had no money.
I don't know if we did the Lion King.
No, I'm sure you did because I had to pick you up after y'all saw it. Y'all went and seen it. He didn't care about it. Ain't that something? And Lion King brings back very tragic memories for me. I lost my dog to the Lion King soundtrack. My grandmother was driving me to the ASPCA. I'll never forget it. It was February 5th, approximately 1992. And I sound like an old person. And my grandmother liked the Lion King soundtrack because she liked the Hakuna Matata. But they had some very sad scores on it with all this dramatic. And my dog Missy died to that song. One of those real dramatic. And I looked at her, she took her last breath and went, whoo. And the song was like so dramatic. I will never ever forget that. So I heard that Beyonce dropped a surprise song today called Spirit. And I'm going to listen to that. And I'm hoping that they have a more festive soundtrack than they did for the last Lion King. So.
She on the soundtrack, Beyonce?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, she is in the movie.
Oh.
She can't hear me. She plays Simba's girlfriend. Nala. He don't listen to me.
It's a big part.
Yeah, it's huge. And in the original movie, Nyla had a half a song. But in this movie, they didn't disclose how many songs Beyonce has, but it's definitely more than Nyla had in the first one. And they were angry because they said Beyonce sounds too much like Beyonce.
What?
How can she sound?
How's she supposed to say?
She's supposed to sound like a fake Nyla, a fake lion that never existed. Right, so it's
fine, anything.
Yeah, because they're black. So anyway,
They usually have other people singing those tracks for them anyway. So
Right.
now you got the original.
Right. they didn't want her to sound like Beyonce. So I want some voiceover work. I can hear my voice on a character. Please, if you're looking for me and all that I have to bring, come see me. I always want to do voiceover. I do. I so do. Mom, I was talking to you. I don't watch the shows on too often because I'm gonna just be frank. Tyler Perry just be dragging it. One question, one story lasts a whole season. They don't bury people that die. They don't have funerals. They be like, "Is that The Rock?" Yeah, I said that was The Rock. I thought that was The Rock. Well, it looks like The Rock. What? Damn it! Like, just stop it! Like, I don't understand the flow of these shows, so I just can't watch them. You know, I like my shows to kind of move fast paced, but Mom loves the haves and the have-nots, and I heard it was this explosive, I guess summer finale.
Well, I guess it's explosive with him, but to a person that don't watch it, I guess it's like it looks to me like everybody's getting killed for. Right, maybe because Tyler Perry is going into another network.
2020
be going on as well.
So it's looking like everybody's getting killed.
Yeah.
It's looking like the end of The
Like
Departed.
The Departed.
You get shot, you get shot, you get shot. So it's gonna be one person walking away from the whole town, and everybody down will be dead. Ambitions, how are you feeling about that show?
It's too early to tell. It's okay. I'm not like overly excited about it. I watched all the episodes last night, and it's,
Yeah. And it has
I'm
the
not particular about this girl.
Robin Gibbons.
Yeah.
And it has the who's who of the D-list black celebrities. And you see, I'm not gonna say more. Anyway, tune in to Ambitions on Queen Sugar. I haven't watched anything.
That's a good one. It looks like that also is going on.
Wow, and that's an Ava DuVernay show. I don't know what's going on with home. Anyway, BET probably gonna have to eat. Tales. Did that come out already? That premiere?
It's July 2nd.
I think it is.
But then I didn't see it yet. He said on interview this week, July 2nd, but they didn't come out.
I think the first one is called Brothers, and it features an exclusive song by Kanye West. And we're just gonna have to see.
What's the name of it?
Tales, the Herb Gotti. I didn't like the first season. I'm just gonna be honest with
Oh, this is the second season?
you. Yeah.
I thought this is something like brand new.
No.
You know, so nah.
It wasn't that. You didn't say anything.
Oh.
I wanted to say something about. I love people. Since we're talking about Irv Gotti, we were listening to an interview that he did with who was that? Hollywood Unlocked. He gives great interview, and I want to shout out to people who give great interviews. Right? He has like great stories. Like he's a hip hop historian. He has worked with everybody, and I know he acts a little wild and crazy sometimes, but like you better look alive with my shirt on. In front of your pocket. Anyway, he gives great interview, and there's something to be said about people who can just flow like that. First of all, they're telling the truth, because you can't flow like that in a lie unless you're a psychopath. But but I love the story he told about Lauryn Hill. I wasn't aware that you can touch her.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Either.
So
Never knew that.
she doesn't allow people to touch her,
You gotta call her Miss Hill.
and you got to call her Miss Hill. But he said he wasn't doing that, so he hugged her. That's why I believe in the power of hugs. I think when it's genuine, it really changes the energy. Yeah, so he said, he was warned about not touching her and calling her Miss Hill. And he said he had another plan, and he called her El Boogie and gave her a hug, and it changed everything. For him. I don't know if that would work
That
for
worked for
anybody
him.
else.
He's the only one that could fight.
Right.
And that was back when they was on top.
Yeah.
Murder Inc. was on top.
So
of
she
the
was
world.
already like setting the stage for herself to be isolated. So that was crazy. I mean, I understand that, because especially when you go into spirituality, some people just don't mean you no good, and they want to touch you and leave stuff on your clothes and things of that nature. And she's dealing with a Rastafarian, so Jamaicans are real with the voodoo stuff. They're very keen on that. So I get it. I dig it. You got to establish boundaries, right? You got to make people feel like it's an honor to be associated with you. So if you carry that out and people actually do it, more power to you.
Somebody else that don't like to be touched.
The guy with the hands.
Howie Mandel.
But I've seen him touch
Somebody
people.
else.
They say Donald Trump is a germaphobe.
Nobody want to touch him.
Your Cheeto sauce all over you. There's another person I want to shout out. Gives great interview. I've seen a few of his interviews. Donald Glover. He's a clown in some instances, but I love the way he flows in conversations and the way he interjects humor into everything. He has a very he's a hippy dippy artsy dude, but he gives great interview. Tracy Morgan
Can you tell us
is
who Donald Glover
weird
is?
interview. Donald Glover is Childish Gambino.
For the people
I don't
who
think he
know.
wanted to be called that no more.
But so they know who he is, though.
Right, so Childish Gambino from, what was that song, 2000? 3000?
2005.
3005.
Yeah.
Whatever. And Atlanta. And Star Wars. And all of Black Panther. He co-wrote some things on... What?
She said this is American. That's all.
Ah, I thought you said Mrs. America. I'm like, what are you doing, Mrs. Oh, yeah. This is America. Yeah, he was on that too. I mean, that's a song. So, yeah, he's just like the total package. And then I was listening to him interviewing Jimmy Kimmel last night, and he had been writing for 30 Rock while he was still in college.
He's a writer on it?
Yeah, he's a comedy writer by trade. So that's why he wrote the jokes for Black Panther, and I guess for Star Wars. He write, he's
Checks.
he getting a coin, big coin,
Publishing
big
checks.
checks. So yeah, Donald Glover, shout out to him. He's looking a little gray though. His whole beard was gray. This stuff will age you. People will age you. They sure will. They sure will. What else I want to talk about? I was talking earlier to one of my friends who lost their parent a couple of weeks ago, and 5 months before that they lost their other parent. So essentially his family are without a mother and a father, and the strength that you have to lose both your parents pretty much fairly young, and then you're fairly young, is something else. So we were talking about diet and just a whole bunch of just different things. And I was saying to him, what I say often, when I can't control the things around me, I control my health, as best I can, what I eat, my spiritual intake, all of that. So basically, when you can't control your outer surroundings, try to gain control over yourself, because that's going to help you get through the tough times. Because if you're out of control, you can't control what you hoveling in your mouth, and you can't control who's pissing you off, who's making you sad, then your whole world is hectic. And he's been able to manage, we got rough days, but he's been able to manage because he's taking more control of his health. So do y'all find that when you take more control of your health, that it makes you feel better about other things that's going on externally? How about you?
I think so, because you really can't, to me, you can't feel good about anything else until you feel good about yourself. So your health, if you're making yourself feel good, then you could give that, what's the word? I guess love or power to other things. But you gotta definitely feel good about yourself first. And I think health is a big part of it.
How about you? I'm just gonna table it. Everybody's gonna answer this question.
Yeah, because basically you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of anybody else or anything else, period. So basically it's really self-preservation.
Oh, yeah.
Self-preservation, handling what you gotta handle first, because if you're not happy with yourself, but you're helping others and doing everything to benefit everybody else, then, at the end of the day, you just hurting yourself.
Right. What about you?
Man, they said in a nutshell, basically. But, I mean, yeah. As long as it's back to make sure you're okay first.
But do you find that it's hard to do that?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Of course, but big family too.
Yeah.
Like a household like this is hard, but because you don't want to be selfish, but you have to be selfish. Sometimes you have to.
That's how you got right. What about you? You got a lot going on in your life. How do you manage stress? Yeah, talk about housing. Going out to boys, taking me home.
Take right.
Mother dear.
Yeah, I found that taking care of yourself is better stuff. Because since I've changed with my diet somewhat, my weight is in control, my health, like diabetes and cholesterol is getting in check. And then you feel good about yourself that you're doing something. And you can't control anybody else. The only person you have control of is yourself.
What about you, Rashad?
No, what was the question exactly?
What? You act like, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4,
I heard everybody's
5,
answers,
6.
but I want to hear the question again exactly.
What the fuck you think is Jeopardy? Yeah, because like, you
said something
really
about-
want me to answer?
Yes.
Repeat the question.
Yes, because, yeah. Rephrase. Okay. Do you feel as though when external things are out of your control, do you feel getting yourself in check helps you to cope with outside stuff?
Yeah. I think that's why people go to the gym sometimes. And
Not talking about you.
Well, me?
Yes.
Well, yeah. I may start working out. Like I started working out again now.
Wow.
Just it helps me like kind of sort through certain things I'm trying to think about, like different job change, figuring out ways to get more money, just kind of removing yourself from that environment, putting yourself in a different environment, so you can start thinking fresher, start thinking different. It helps me.
Okay.
So and I think a lot of people do that. I think a lot of people go to the gym, or do extracurricular activities to get away from the thing that's bothering them the most. Whether it's weight, whether it's family, whether it's stress, like whatever it is that they feel like they wanna work on. I think when they're going through stuff, they give it more attention than they normally would.
I think you got it. For me, like I said, I believe that you have to do that. Girls, do you understand the question? So, kind of. Okay, so let me break it down to mini me things. When, like, say, stuff is going on in your house, or, your parents are going through stuff, whether it's bills, or they're sad or upset, how do you handle stress besides biting your nails? Like, what good things, what positive things do you do to help you relieve stress? Or, like, when you're getting bullied in school and stuff, what makes you feel better about yourself? So, talk loud.
I pray.
Okay. You gotta talk up, and you gotta look at the people. Come on, girl.
I would pray and I would talk. I would go ahead and talk to my mom.
Okay, what you do, Dee Dee?
What I would do.
You want us to come back to you? Is she talking?
No, she not. You gotta look at the camera too. What would you do if, say, you gotta take a test in school or something, and you stress? What would you do?
Just ask somebody to read it for me, and after I would, after they read it, I would know how they would it, and after and stuff.
Did she get there yet? All right. Shout out to the mini me. That didn't know I was gonna ask them.
What would you do, Taylor?
He said, what? Oh, let me just tell you though, because I've been telling this story all week, real quick, because it's under the whole stress thing. A lot of times we think we have got stress under control, and we don't. So the other night, I was sleeping, I dozed off, and Andre was taking my glasses off. In my mind, it felt like something was running across my forehead. I woke up swinging. I'm looking at his face. I know it's him, but I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, you all right? So I had a very stressful day that day, dealing with her and all her stuff. And I thought I was cool. I wasn't cool with it. I knew that, but I didn't know it bothered me. It made me so violent that it did. That it showed up when he just tried to take my glasses off. So that's one of the things that you think a lot of times you have stress under control, and you don't, because you'll get sick. You'll get a headache. Something will show you that you're not okay. And when you figure out that you're not okay, please find ways to make yourself feel a little better. If it's taking a bath, if it's praying, if it's knitting, if it's reading, if it's watching mindless television. Hey, Netflix, She's Gotta Have It Season 2 is dope. If it's just doing something that takes your mind off the situation so you can get time to regroup, recharge, reboot, do that. So I just want to tell you that. Sorry. Oh, man. And, how much time do we have? Ooh, we're doing good on time. I wanted to, what?
The girls was watching Stranger Things, right? Did you guys like it?
It was good. But yesterday,
Y'all said like that?
You watched About Me?
Yeah, we went to tell.
Okay. All right. Y'all watched how many episodes?
Just like
Just that one that stopped?
in the little bit of the.
Well, I don't watch Stranger. I watched like 5 episodes when it first came out. I tried to get in with it. I saw everybody was watching it on Instagram. But I couldn't really get into it, so I stopped. Maybe I'll hop aboard. I did try to watch Scream, the TV adaptation of Scream on VH1. Nah. So.
It's horrible acting.
And I love Keke Palmer, but nah.
Her acting is terrible.
Oh, no.
Horrible.
Yeah, it wasn't that great.
Terrible sound effects. Just terrible. Just stupid. Like, dumb. They wasted money on that.
Dad. Okay, moving right on. I got 2 more things to cover. Yeah, that was bad. I didn't say it though. Don't block me. 2 more things I want to cover. Oh, actually 3. Andre, what's Star's new show called? What's he called? Star from Star and Buckwild fame from Hot 97, the controversial
Star
shop job.
Report.
The Star Report on YouTube, and I will shout him out because I love Star. He's a fellow tourist like me, and I've been following his career since the inception. So he wanted to know more about alkaline water and eating healthy and all that, and does it really work? And it's funny because right after he had his liver transplant, we met him in front of a restaurant called Big Daddy's, about 2008 or whatever. He had just got out of the hospital. He was really frail. He didn't look that great, but I was happy that he had gotten his transplant and he was out and about. And so he says that, you know, he's tried to do holistic stuff, but he's too scared of dying, because he's trying to take care of himself, that he goes to the doctor for every little thing. So he wanted to know what people's thoughts were about alkaline water. And some people were saying the different brands of water that they like. So being a Sebiite, you know, a lot of people go with Crystal Geyser. I'm not a big fan of plastics, right? Because they tell you if you leave your water bottle in the car, don't drink the water because it's been sitting in the plastic. When we get our water, we don't know how long it's been sitting on those those the pilots or whatever.
Yeah.
We don't know how long it's been there. We don't know where it's coming from or whatever. So it's been exposed to sunlight. It's been sitting in the supermarket. So I'm really not a big fan of plastic water. But where do you get the water from? So I've been wanting to invest in the distiller because that is the best water. Sometimes with reverse osmosis, fake alkaline water is not that great. So it's that push. And some people called in, some people had some very bad advice. So I just wanted to clear that up. Do your research. Distilled water is the best. Alkaline water is great. If you need to alkaline your water, put a lime in it, a gallon, 1 lime, a pinch of pink Himalayan sea salt. Boom, you have natural alkaline water. What was the other thing? So that's pretty much it for Star. So I just wanted to share that. And tune into the Star Report. He making mad money over there. I aspire to be him. He got the Cash App going, Super Chat at the same time. And people are sending him money. Send me some money. I be saying some stuff too. But shout out to Star.
2 shows a day.
2 shows a day, and they Cash Apping it. I don't know. To get a shout out.
For the machine, yeah. The only way you can ask a question, you gotta do a Cash App.
Yeah.
Yeah, then he reads your question on the air, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
My Taurus brother. I need to get it all into it. And I'm gonna start doing call-ins because I can't on the Anchor app. So that'll be coming in a couple of shows. But also I want to give you an easy peasy vegan recipe because I haven't given you one in a minute because we go vegan tonight and every night in my house when I cook. So we've been eating fake chicken Creole. I just prefer the sauce because I love the sauce. They like the texture of the meat. I can't even tell you what brand it is. It is textured soy. It is so freaking good. But it's good because I season it to perfection. So anyway, it comes dehydrated and you soak it in water and it grows over time. And then as you cook it, it grows, it softens up a little. But it has a really nice rough texture. So your seasonings, can I tell?
No.
No? Okay. Oh, guess what? If you want a recipe, send me some money. That I knew when I started saying it was going to be a problem. Maybe I'll do that. If you want a recipe for me, just send me $2.
That's it?
What?
Man, that's
$5.
$5 a recipe?
Yep.
yeah.
This is something they gonna have for life.
Okay. Let's start off with 4 because 4 is my favorite number in the whole wide world. So if you want a recipe for me, you can Cash App me $4. And I will give you my Cash App. I'll put the link in the bio.
So you gotta catch it 5. What are you gonna get a percentage? They gonna take
Okay, so $4.50.
$5.
$5 and you can get a
That's-
vegan recipe from me and I'll give it to you step by step, a no-fail recipe. I promise. So anyways, so that's pretty much it for the show. Oh, no it's not. How much more minutes is that? Oh shoot, it's not fast. Okay, listen. ACS is the new slave trade. ACS in New York City is the Administration for Children's Services. I worked for the Administration for Children's Services for 16, 17 years. I didn't agree with the politics, especially kids in custody and the removal of children and the reasonings and the caseworkers, because a lot of them don't even have their stuff together, and they come in and they're removing children and they're putting black children with white people. They're breaking up families for no really good reason. They are making it harder for people to keep the kids in the family. When you have a viable source, someone who can take your children so they don't wind up in the system, they don't want to do that because they want your kids with a remand status and an ACS number, like they're criminals. We're going through this in our family right now, and it's been going on for a year, and it's been a very, very uphill battle with trying to get kids out of custody. We went through this back in the 90s. And every time when you have a family member who can have the children, have a loving home, who can get cleared from ACS, they give these people a hard time, and they try to persuade you to put the kid in custody and then get a check so they can monitor what your family is doing. They're tracking our children like they're in a bear in the forest with a tracking device in. So I don't like ACS for a lot of reasons. And then you see all these stories, kids in foster care. They're being raped and molested and mistreated and abused, and they're supposed to be in a better place. I encourage you to visit an ACS center. The way they go visit and sneak into farms for chickens. Why don't you go visit a center? You worried about the people that's being deported and the facilities they're put in, but if you would just go down to an ACS center right now, I guarantee you there's a room full of adults, adult children, small children, cribs, all over, with little to no supervision. Kids crying, and no one's talking about that. We're doing this to our own people. So you worried about Trump and what he's doing to the deportees. Worry about what they're doing to the future of our country. What do you think is going to happen when you have a child who's been separated from birth and they're in a steel crib? They're in a playpen for 7, 8, 10, 12 days, only being fed and changed, and they're put down and left to scream their heads off. Okay? I've seen that firsthand. It exists. So go sneak your activists, take your little activist self down to the children's center. They have them all over. They have the big one on the east side in Lower Manhattan. Try to sneak in there and see what deplorable conditions our children are living in. And then you let me know if ACS ain't the new slave trade. Okay? Anybody got thoughts? It got real quiet. You doing good?
Facts, yeah, it's facts.
So I just good? Moose? You feel me? Oh, he said that. So I just want to leave you with that. Activists, if you're watching, sneak into a facility. Tell me if I'm wrong. I just want to pray for our children, our futures. I want to pray for the parents, a lot of whom have been wrongfully accused of things because of ACS. And I want to pray for those ACS workers that think that just because you don't personally like someone, you can take their children and make it hard for them to see their children. That's not your job. So, y'all want to talk about something real fast. How many, because you look concerned. A minutes are good?
44 minutes.
Okay, we good. As long as my phone is holding up. How many, what did y'all want to talk about? Y'all came up with a topic. Did y'all remember? Okay, you gotta talk loud.
We wanted to talk about how Auntie Kawana inspired us.
And they came up with that on their side. I promise you, I didn't pay them. So you give me, London, you start. How do I inspire?
You inspire me by
Thank you. I love to sing and dance. What about you, Tyler?
you inspire me to sing, and that you always taught me how to be a good person and giving us good advice, and to show us that we are black parents.
about you, Dee Dee? You got something?
Yes. You inspire me about dancing and stuff, and you be saying you could be a good actor at singing and dancing.
Okay. Without always telling you that you are. That's right. That's right. Yes, they do. So, they came up with that themselves, and I'm very proud of them. And I was flattered, to say the least. And that means I'm doing my job. And I want to do more. And I want to inspire more. And these girls, they won't be here next week. I think London's and Maris will be here next week for the podcast. Tyler will be traveling to Disney. So we want to wish her safe travels, traveling mercies on your trip to Disney. She's leaving tonight. She's gonna be good. She's gonna Snapchat and flick it up and send us pictures. So until next week, hey girl. Until next week, you guys. Okay, guys, we're gonna give them all a big mwah. See you later, Hope Nation.